Good morning. Oh my goodness, here, let me adjust my camera a little.
We were just saying, like, oh no, is he logged on? We don't know.
Is he there? Yes, I am. Different cameras set up. I need to fix that, huh? Oh well, not today. You can see my office, my futon with the pillow. Not that I've slept on it yet. I really haven't. But good morning, Jim and Vicky and Jenny. It's a whole different setup here than it is on my laptop.
Yeah.
So you guys look a little fuzzy. I probably ought to clean the lens of that camera someday.
No, just kidding.
We look
What?
Your face is.
It is. I didn't even shave this morning, so that adds to it. So gosh, busy Monday.
Busy week, I think.
We were setting up in the studio, and I thought I heard a woodpecker. Turns out White Sands Construction is working on the stairs in the back. So
Yeah. That's what you hear. That's what it is.
Yeah.
my guess would be that we might not have an emergency exit for upstairs come Wednesday with Kids Club. So just so you know, Hope, don't try to go that way. Don't go out that door.
Well, I'll have to tell Mom because she opens that door sometimes.
Oh my God.
It can. It might just be a long drop. That first step's a doozy.
Yeah.
So they're working. The paving guy's supposed to be here tomorrow. Lots happening. I every time I see the video, the aerial view of the church, I'm thinking it's time for a new aerial view.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think we're gonna get Michael here sometime in the spring.
Yeah. He'll have to bring his drones.
Only takes.
Yeah.
I still feel so bad.
I know.
Every
Poor
time
guy.
I think about it, I drive by the mountain that they launched.
I know.
We still think about you, Michael.
Yeah.
Your drone.
I wonder if you replaced it or not. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
I don't think he did. I think he decided not to. But he can use this one.
I think he needs to paint like a bright colored dot.
Yeah. Or paint it like neon pink or something.
Put some sparkles on there so it glitters.
So they actually make you have to use it for nighttime use. It's like a little strobe light that goes on top of it. And so that would have been helpful, assuming that and I'm sure the battery would last forever. We could have gone back that night and looked for the strobe light. Yeah.
You better start doing that to your drone, putting the strobe on there. I think we should just paint it,
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, unfortunately,
We can do glow in the dark paint.
Yeah.
You could have. Yeah, I think the strobe light's the best idea.
I like mine option.
But it was terrible because we didn't realize until like that happened that so the drone is the same color as the ground cover. You guys
looked for like
a long time.
Yeah. Then Chris went back and looked, and
well, the thing is that there's houses all back there.
Oh, you know what else you could do that might even be better than the strobe? AirTag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the AirTag's small and doesn't weigh much. So
yeah.
Because can't you push a button and the AirTag makes a sound?
I don't know.
You should try it with your keys.
I don't have my keys up here.
Okay. I'll try later.
I lost my keys, and we spent 30 minutes in the rain looking for them because we walked from the post office to the church, and I was like, that has all my keys on there. It has flash drives, like all this stuff, and so I was freaking out, and then kind of find out it was in my dad's pocket.
We still have it up in my pocket.
So then I ordered an AirTag so that doesn't happen again.
I'm guessing that you must have handed it to me because we got some packages. So I'm guessing you handed it to me and I must have just stuck it in my pocket without thinking.
Yep, play sound.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have my keys, but
let's listen.
Yeah.
It's still connecting.
Yeah. So you can play sound. It's playing.
But you could. So
They're just not here. But yeah, poor Michael and his drone.
I know.
So
Mm.
But Chris thinks that someone found it and took it.
Oh, really?
Because there's houses all back there, and we saw kids like racing in their dirt
can you
bikes.
say, Mom, I found this cool
I
drone.
can so see that. Look,
But-
it's free.
yeah, if they did, it was someone who was going up to look at that cross, because that's not that wasn't easy. It's not like on a trail or something, you know. So
But yeah, every time like we've just done like so many updates that video like was done like what 3 years
Mhm.
ago maybe,
mhm.
and so
Yeah.
new
So-
video.
Yeah.
Maybe he can Photoshop like the color on the roof.
Like the
I've had someone tell me that they like that look because it still kind of gives it, even though it looks more modern now with the stucco, that it gives it still that kind of vintage look, you know.
I think that would be true for me if it was like more like brown and kind of faded.
Yeah,
But there's some parts that are
just like white almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna see if I can add something on here while you guys are
Okay.
Yeah.
are
So
But I think it
thinking.
looks great.
it does, and the parking lot looks really good too.
Mhm.
So we're almost done.
Man, I
with
tell
the
you,
phase of construction.
Almost.
yeah. By the
Touch up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
by the end of the week, now I don't know about the stairs, what the projection is on those, but by the end of the week, the parking lot should be done and striped and all that good stuff. So,
That'd be nice.
so let me show you this. This is cool. I took this the other morning. That's a
That's
cool
pretty cool.
picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I've got some others that are supposed to be loading, but they're apparently chugging along.
I really liked the one that was taken by Crystal Tompkins.
Yeah, and that mom posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the moon in the background.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Mm.
really pretty. And honestly, now coming here like super early in the mornings to like have like the sunset just or the sunrise kind of just hit the church like just
Mhm.
right is really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, those are kind of cool. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Got the rest of the outside going here.
Yep, that was before the.
The pavement.
I need to get new pictures now.
I really like the riprap that they put around the church.
Yeah.
You laughing because of our debate?
Yes. That's called gravel.
I'm gonna have you guys off here in just a minute if you don't stop picking on.
That's okay. I'd be okay with that.
I had no idea riprap meant rocks like this big, so I had a different idea.
It's like, what are the
But
small
gravel,
rocks called?
but gravel is not the size of your.
Hey, let me
Hey,
finish my story.
Hey,
And you're like, what are the smaller rocks called? And the way Hillary said it, she's like, that's called gravel.
I was thinking the size of your fist. By the way, but it's looking good. It's moving along. I'm excited. So
I honestly like the riprap better than the grass.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
I feel like the outside just feels more modern and like
Mm-hmm.
it really reflects like what's been happening in our church and how God's been changing our church.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's cool because for like weeks and weeks, nothing was happening, construction wise at the church. And then all of a sudden it's just like, bam,
Mhm.
things have been happening.
Well, it
Yep.
definitely doesn't look abandoned anymore.
No.
Yeah. You guys may not know. At one point, we had somebody opened our middle door to the coffee area, and it was some teenagers from out of town. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, can I help you?" They're like, "No, we thought this building was abandoned." And I'm like, "Okay, we need to get moving on some stuff."
Yeah.
I think once they got rid of the scaffolding,
Yeah.
it really helped.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
the of just
Yeah, putting the blinds up too, like in the office. I still have one more in the resource room to put up, but that helps too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
so that's cool. I've got to work on a new design for banners with colors that'll match. Get those up. So yeah, man, lots happening. In fact, this week is going to be a crazy week, and unfortunately, I think that's going to just kind of snowball into the holidays. So see you at the poll is Wednesday,
Mhm.
and then I'll be out of town for a couple of days, and then come back. And then Mike's wedding is on Saturday. That's going to be a pretty busy day for us.
Mhm.
Then, gosh, like we have to start getting ready for fall festival.
I know. It's
Get-
right around the corner.
I know, get all the stuff planned. Well, you need to get the promotions out for that, and I don't know what all the village has going on. We probably should meet next
Yeah.
week maybe,
I
and
think Kim knows.
We should ask Kim when she gets back.
Yeah.
yeah, plan all that out, and because even the way that we work with the village on community events has changed.
Mhm.
Mhm. I think they've changed a lot too, and I think
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Huge.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, there were a
No.
lot.
So since January, if you think about the changes that have happened in Clockcroft just since January,
Yeah. It's
enormous. I
Mhm.
mean, a whole new village council
Yeah.
with new mayor. I don't know. I don't know this for sure, but practically everyone who works in the village offices is new.
Mhm.
New police force,
Mhm.
with the exception of one guy. You know, we have a new chief who's amazing. I think he's going to do a great job, and he's looking for other guys to hire. Even like huge changes in the village chamber of commerce, which used to do all the community events. They don't do those anymore. So now we have a Cloutcroft Fund Committee. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just tons and tons and tons of changes. So the way that we even just work with our community has changed. I was talking with someone the other day about we don't know about the Borough Street trick or treat if they're gonna do that. Or
I
not.
think they're doing it the same Saturday.
that we are that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my understanding, that's what Kim told me is that they were going to do it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because they got contacted for the VFW.
Yeah.
So anyhow, but tons of changes. We're doing ours from 2 to 4. Is that what? Right, the fall
think so.
festival.
I think so.
So we have to check on that and get all that out.
We have not lots. We have a few new games that we just like randomly created one day. And then we're doing something different with the food.
Mhm.
So I think that'll be fun. I'm excited about that.
And we're using, which I think is very smart. We're using the Harvest Fest or whatever we're calling it to promote Fall Festival. We're using it to promote stuff in December,
Mhm.
and we're using it to promote. I don't know if you know this. Mom wants to promote VBS next year.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is just like kind of getting the theme. Like, here's the theme
Yeah.
for
Are
next
you
year.
going to dress up as a butterfly?
No.
Because the theme for BBS is
It's magnified.
Magnified.
So it's like this garden butterfly. So
you know what we should do? We should all carry little nets around the fall festival and pretend like we're gonna catch each other, but be all like BBS.
Yeah, you're crazy. Yeah, but
so I have it 1 to 4 on the church calendar.
So
1 to
probably-
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It could be. I don't recall. That's why I asked. But so it was. I remember it was actually someone at the Village Hardware that was asking, because last year what she said they did was on that Saturday, because no one's going to go all the way over to Village Hardware. So they just did like trunk or treat on Borough Street.
Yeah.
And so maybe I don't know, that might be a good idea, trunk or treat on Borough Street. And then it doesn't just have to be the shops that are on Borough Street that participate. Other people can.
They had trunk or treat on
Halloween.
it was, yeah. So, but like, and it was on top of like those stuff that Borough Street trick or treat. So they just had a lot. I think people got kind of confused, but I think this year it'd be worth it.
And what I understand, and of course, they're trying new things, which is okay to do. If it doesn't work, don't do it again. But last year they tried to do that kind of stuff on Halloween. And it's my understanding, just from talking to a few folks, is that there wasn't anyone up here. And that's what we thought would happen.
Because they all went to like
People,
Alamogordo.
yeah, go down to Alamogordo where there are big events on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, because this is leap year, hopefully everybody figured that out. This year it's on Thursday, so it skipped Wednesday, which is nice because when Halloween's on Wednesday,
Like,
it really
thank you, Jesus. You know,
messes with us.
Children's minister would have, or leader would have said, "We're gonna
she would have
cancel."
canceled. She would have canceled Kids Club.
Because it's just weird. How
and
weird
it's just
is that?
it is just crazy. So
Yeah.
but she's like, if it's on a Wednesday, I'm canceling.
The kids are just hyped up.
Well, it does get hard. What I think, of course, we got 7 years where that's going to happen. Well, I don't know. That happens once every 7 years. But I think when that happens, it would just be better just to do a community event kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of trying to do our regular thing, it's okay to adapt to what's happening in the community. It's what we've been doing. Jose hopped on. Good morning, Jose. We're just talking about all the craziness happening in the fall and updating everyone on the construction in the church. Oh, can you start over? Yeah. So what you do is after you're finished, go back and just you can start
I
at
was
the
like,
beginning.
we can't, but you can.
Yeah.
So lots happening and going on and
Can you believe this week is like the last full week in September?
That is so
Isn't that
crazy to
crazy?
me.
so when is October 1st?
It's on a
Is
Tuesday.
it Monday? Tuesday?
It's on Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
I can
Yeah.
find out.
But still, that's just crazy to me
I
that
know.
next week is going to be October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Well, the week after that is Thanksgiving.
No, it's not
Yeah.
even.
Because I can just remember the beginning of September, we were all like, okay,
We have all this time.
And then it's like, oh, it's already October.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah. So it's probably time for us to have like another calendaring day and
Yeah,
and-
I think when Kim gets back, we can meet and do that.
Yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah, you still there?
Okay, you got real quiet. So what happens, I need to change the way my plugs are. Everything else is going through the older year. Boy, that's right. Yesterday I was 20 something. And I had hair and it wasn't white. So I need to redo the way I have my stuff set up. Everything on my desk, my computer and all that goes through a UPS, the battery backup power supply, except for the monitor that I'm looking in right now. And that one is just plugged into the wall, but so is my refrigerator. And so when the refrigerator cuts on, it blinks out. So you blinked out for a second and then y'all are really quiet. Jose, you joke, but we have to plan that way.
We're already starting to plan. Isn't that crazy?
So great.
We've already begun planning our Christmas Eve service and our Christmas Day service.
I already started thinking about Christmas songs for
Mhm.
December. So.
Yep.
Not to mention the Thanksgiving basket.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving baskets. We've already
Yeah.
had people contact the office. I
Yeah.
don't know if I told you about Thanksgiving baskets. I'm like, it's only September.
I need to breathe. I need to breathe.
But it is fall, and so it's really funny. Like yesterday was the beginning of fall, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So yesterday, I don't know, sometime in the middle of the day, fall started, but it was cold. It was 38, I think, is
Yeah.
what Warren said at his house.
Mhm.
So it is fall, which means I've got to get working on my firewood someday. We'll see. But so things start moving really fast from here on. So yeah, I can't even wrap my head around trying to think about 2025, which seems weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and then so if we're looking a little bit ahead, next year we have to start planning our 125th anniversary as a church,
Mm.
because in 2026 our church will be 125 years old.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That's big, huh?
Yeah, do it up big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
I don't know how we're gonna top that.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go take a nap now.
Yeah. But from this point on, things start moving pretty quickly in the life of our church. Good grief, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I'm tired already. No. But it's exciting because one of the things that we've got to get working on pretty quickly. We started it with a couple of ministries, but is kind of doing ministry alignment. Oh, yes, Mike. I can give you a call.
I
Although
love like
I don't mind sound video questions either. Ours, it's crazy. By the way, since you mentioned that, Mike, we had to roll our Pro Presenter back to like a year ago. Is that what? And that was like a really stable version. So we just
and
did
like
that.
you look up on the corner, it says like 7 updates available. And with me, like those notifications just bug me. I'm like, I'd rather just like update it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't tell me anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah, that one's nuts. And yeah, anyhow. So just lots happening, going on. Ministry alignment, something I want to go through and as we round out this year. That's funny. That happens a few times. We get people
Yeah,
like they just
When
do a
people
blank.
emojis, like it like takes a couple minutes to like
Yeah.
hop on. So
Yeah. So
Smiley face.
is it a thumbs up?
that's Mike's version of a blank stare. So ministry alignment. We're gonna walk through this, and I want to do it to finish up before the end of the year, as we really make sure that all of our ministries are pulling in the same direction, that all of them are clear, from greeter to resource center, men's, women's, children's, students. Make sure that we do that with all of them, so that we're go into this next year just with a laser like focus. I mean, because man, things go by so fast. Before we know it, it'll be the end of 2025, and we'll be talking about it if we don't get on it. Oh, that is kind of like that's a deer in the headlight look.
Like
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
But anyways, I'm excited. Lots happening. New people in the church, and I know New Heart Cowboy Church. I think just went to 2 services. I saw that they promoted that not long ago, so I think they did that already. So that's good. That means that they're getting a little bit crowded into one. Mike's question is going to be: is it okay if I do the same sermon twice? Or his question will be, what if it's a little bit different in the second one? Is that okay?
The answer is you'll be fine.
Anyways,
Did that ever mess you up? When we used to do 2 services, did that ever like mess you up? Like you have to preach twice? Like,
yes, because I don't script out everything. 170. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's cool. His question is about 3 services. When should he do the third service? So it did, because I don't script everything out, and so there were times in the second service I couldn't remember if I'd mentioned something or not.
Mm.
Because I knew I did. I just didn't remember if it was in the second service or the first service. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. You can do. I know of churches where the pastor does like 5 services.
That's
So
crazy.
2 on Saturday night and 3 on Sunday morning.
Mm.
I would not. I wouldn't have a clue on what I said when. I would have to script it out. I'd almost have to read it. By the time you get to the 5th service, man. So, well, anyhow, I'm excited to, after I give Mike a call, go and find out what they're doing. But I'm not going to go upstairs. I'm going to go outside, downstairs, because if I open that door upstairs, it might be a really big drop by now. Who knows? Find out what's happening and going on. So, you guys want to pray us out, and then
I will.
so.
I see her chair like slowly like turn.
So I thought about it briefly, but I hadn't thought about it a lot before this one. I don't think we're going to be able to do Java and Jesus on Wednesday or Friday, because Wednesday is See You at the Pole.
Mhm.
And I don't think I'm going to be back in time for that. And then I'm heading out of town. And then Friday, I'll still be out of town, and Paula's out of town. So, so this is the only Java and Jesus for the whole week. I'll try to. You guys can help me, and we can make some posts and maybe engage in some of the points from the message yesterday as we go along. Look, see, Jim has a blank stare too. I think it's when they do emojis. I think somehow.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, maybe after I pray, his emoji will be there.
Yeah.
It'll be a deer in the headlight look again, maybe. All right, I'll let Hope pray.
Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you just for allowing us to do Java and Jesus, God, and connect with all these people, God. I just pray that you give us the strength to get through this week, God. I pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Oh, Jim, he gave a thumbs up. So that was Jim's notice. That means he caught the little inference that we won't have Java and Jesus on Wednesday. So Jose, what happens when you start having, and Mike knows this already, but he'll experience it again, when you have multiple services, what tends to happen is it starts feeling like different churches. And so churches that do multiple services have to work really hard that you don't have 3 or 4 different, in many real ways, congregations. It's hard to keep unity with multiple services. So yeah. So anyhow, well, girls, thanks for hopping on. And we'll post. We'll try to engage with you on Wednesday and on Friday. Y'all want to push the buttons, or you want me to push buttons?
Ours is like really slow.
Okay, I'll push some buttons then. Okay, love you guys. We will see you. Oh gosh, somewhere
Sunday.
in the funny papers. Okay.